Are you hostage to your past? As Einstein said, we can't solve problems by using the same level of consciousness we use to create them. Set yourself free. Let Natasha Rosewood show you how you can reconnect with the DNA of your heart and soul and become your greatest self. Make your world happy. All right, Natasha. I don't know if you know this or not, but there's a bit of a stigma associated with the word psychic and those who practice the art. Perhaps you could give us a little information for the doubters and those who are believers but have a lot of doubters in their life.
Absolutely. I'm shocked that you say that, Michael. No, just
Never
kidding.
heard that before.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little story. I was at a party one time and this man came up to me and said, well, I don't believe in that kind of stuff, you know. And I said, well, that's good. You know, it's very good to be discerning and ask questions, and it shows intelligence. And so he melted a little bit when he saw that I wasn't too crazy and I was acknowledging his reason for doubting it. And it's true, there are many, many psychics around and many different types of psychics. And you do have to be careful because psychics will mess with your head. I just spoke to somebody last night who'd been told, a psychic had told him he'd be dead by 45. And that's a terrible, terrible thing to do to a person, to put a death sentence over them, because the thing is, if you believe it for long enough and it goes into the subconscious, they can actually make it come true. So for myself, the way I practice is I work on the premise that we are all in charge of our own story. We created this movie before we came to this life while we're still in spirit. And that storyline is embedded actually in the left palm. And then in the right hand is what we're choosing to do with it. So some things are more likely to happen than others, but I don't believe everything or anything is written in stone. We're co-creators as we go through the life, depending on what frequency we're on, what we feel we deserve, what we want to create, what we're meant to learn, what our soul expression is in this lifetime. So people are fascinating to me and we're so multi-layered. So when a client comes to me, I always explain this and say, you're in charge. If you don't like what I'm telling you, which is always good news actually, it's always about growth. I see you going from here up to there. If you don't want to go there, you don't have to, because you're very much in the driver's seat. The other way I explain psychic energy is it's very much like being a weather forecaster. So based on current conditions, this is what's going on today. And a weather forecaster might say, oh, on Tuesday it's going to be sunny and then on the weekend it's going to be overcast. Well, you can see sunny and overcast, but the timing might be wrong. So in that way, based on current conditions, this is probably, it's a prognostication of probably what's going to show up in the future at some point. So nothing is written in stone. And again, the client needs to be emotionally ready and feel they deserve what they're going to allow into their lives, good or bad. So it's very much when I do a reading with a client, it's kind of a co-creation, if you like, saying, I'm seeing this, but you've got to do the work. So does that explain it, Michael?
It does,
Okay.
it does. What about when I share my reading with my family and they go poo-poo, poo-poo?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, absolutely. And I do encourage people to ask questions and be discerning. That's, I believe that's a sign of intelligence. But getting back to the man at the party, when I explained how it worked about energy and frequency and how, you know, we all choose to be on this low frequency, this frequency, or this frequency, and on those frequencies, we're going to attract to us, because like attracts like. We're going to attract to us what we're willing to receive in that way. He kind of started to understand that it was just about energy. It's just about energy. And once you understand the universal laws of energy, it's so easy to see how the psychic can see. Because when you come to me and I put myself in your frequency, I'm kind of sensing what vibration you're on, and I can just see back down the line where you've been before, and then I can look down there and I can see where you're probably going to go. But again, you might change your mind and you might change a variable, which means the whole scenario is going to change and become something different. So clients, I'm always reassuring and empowering clients to choose for themselves. When they say to me, what's going to happen, Natasha? I say, what do you want to have happen? Because whatever you are willing into your existence and whatever you're ready for is probably what's going to show up. So I like my clients to do a bit of the work too.
Natasha J. Rosewood is a quantum healer, master intuitive, spirit medium, author, speaker, TV and radio personality, and closet comedienne. She is passionate about you realizing your potential. If you would like to learn more, stay tuned and hit subscribe. Natasha's mind-altering books are available on Amazon and Kindle. Meet her on the bright side.